Welcome to the fifth lesson of the Business English module called Meetings. It is advisable to do the lessons from this module on computers. If you do them on smartphones or other small portable devices, you can just zoom in so as to see all texts and exercises properly. In this lesson, we will focus on the key vocabulary related to organizing and running meetings. You will read an invitation letter prepared by one of our young entrepreneurs from the previous lessons and will have the opportunity to write your own. You will also learn when and how to use the past simple tense and when-if clauses. In the end, you will receive some helpful tips regarding organizing and running effective meetings. We hope all these will support our entrepreneurial ideas. Now, let's start with the email which Anna prepared and sent to her friends. If you remember, in the previous lessons, Anna told Professor Rogers about the business idea which she and her friends have, and he invited her to attend a conference in Chicago. Anna also asked her friends to send her price codes for buying the domain for the web platform. All friends decided to organize a meeting to discuss their business idea. Anna sent her invitation letter to them. Carefully read the text of her letter. If necessary, pause the video. Try to remember how Anna invited her friends to the meeting, how she explained the purpose of the meeting and the organizational details. You will need this information for the exercises later on. Let's see some basic vocabulary related to organizing meetings. The goal of the meeting explains for what we organize the meeting and what the main topic of the discussion is. To propose something means to suggest something. We say, please send me the dates which are convenient to you when we ask the other person to tell us which dates he or she can come. To prepare the agenda means to prepare the program or the schedule of the meeting. To be responsible for means to be in charge or control of something. Meeting room is the place where the meeting will take place. To use something for free means to use something without payment. Now, it is time to exercise. Read carefully the questions on the slide. For each question, you have 3 options. Be careful as only one of them is the right answer. For each question, decide which option is the correct answer. If necessary, pause the video. You can check your success back on slide 3. So, when do we use this past simple tense? We use it when we talk about actions or situations which happened in the past, i.e., they began and ended in the past. We also use it when we want to indicate that something happened at a specific time in the past. In these cases, we have to mention the exact time. Usually, for forming the past simple, we just add ed at the end of the verb. For example, invited, started, etc. We call these verbs regular, but there are also many important verbs which are irregular. That means that their past simple tense does not end in ed. For example, speak, spoke, go, went, cost, cost. The verb to be is also irregular and has 2 forms. I, he, she, it was, and we, you, they, were. Unfortunately, there are no rules about how to form the irregular verbs. Check at the grammar books which verbs are irregular. Now, let's see how to use the past simple tense in positive and negative statements and in questions. Let's take the regular verb to invite. In blue, you see the positive statement. In green is how we form the negative statement. And in red is the way we ask questions. Note that in past simple questions and negatives, we use did, didn't plus the infinitive of the verb. So, when do we use when and if clauses? We use when for things which are sure to happen. If clauses express uncertainty, and we use them for things which will possibly happen. Now, let's move to the next part, listening. Listen to the beginning of the meeting between Anna and her friends. Note how she greets them, presents the agenda, and distributes the roles.
Hello friends and welcome to our first meeting. I hope we'll have a great time and we'll do lots of work on our business idea. First, let me remind you the goal of our meeting. It is first to discuss our idea for creating an innovative web platform for young people who want to be entrepreneurs and create their own business. And second, to decide how to present it at the conference. As you know, the meeting will be 2 days. The agenda is the following. On the first day, we will discuss our idea. During the second day, we will decide how to present it at the conference in Chicago. My proposal is Mehmet to chair the meeting today. I will be the chairperson for tomorrow. Who want to be the timekeeper of the meeting? We must also decide who will take minutes and summarize the results at the end. Any volunteers? By now, we agreed the platform to be in different languages and to include information about Bulgaria, Turkey, Sweden, Germany, Spain, Italy, Greece, and Cyprus. Thank you for sending me the price codes for buying the domain for the web platform. I summarized the prices in different countries and you can see the results in your folders. So, I'm leaving the floor to Mehmet to start the discussion.
So, listen again to Anna's words at the beginning of the meeting. Decide if the following statements are true or false. If necessary, pause the video. You can see the text on the next slide and check your answers.
Hello friends and welcome to our first meeting. I hope we'll have a great time and we'll do lots of work on our business idea. First, let me remind you the goal of our meeting. It is first to discuss our idea for creating an innovative web platform for young people who want to be entrepreneurs and create their own business. And second, to decide how to present it at the conference. As you know, the meeting will be 2 days. The agenda is the following. On the first day, we will discuss our idea. During the second day, we will decide how to present it at the conference in Chicago. My proposal is Mehmet to chair the meeting today. I will be the chairperson for tomorrow. Who want to be the timekeeper of the meeting? We must also decide who will take minutes and summarize the results at the end. Any volunteers? By now, we agreed the platform to be in different languages and to include information about Bulgaria, Turkey, Sweden, Germany, Spain, Italy, Greece, and Cyprus. Thank you for sending me the price codes for buying the domain for the web platform. I summarized the prices in different countries and you can see the results in your folders. So, I'm leaving the floor to Mehmet to start the discussion.
So, here you can see Anna's words to her friends. And of course, check your answers from the exercise. Let's see what phrases Anna uses to greet her friends and open the meeting. Try to memorize them as they will be very helpful when you run your own meetings. We use the phrases "the goal of our meeting is" or "the objective of our meeting is" to explain what we want to achieve as a result of our meeting. When we present the agenda and explain what we are going to do during the meeting, we say the agenda is the following or the schedule is the following. We invite or decide someone to chair the meeting. In this case, that person is a chairman or a chairwoman. We can also say that this person is the chairperson of the meeting without specifying the gender. To be the timekeeper means to observe the time and make sure the meeting starts and ends on time. To take minutes during the meeting is to record the most important points from the discussions and the final decisions. To summarize the results is to sum up what was decided during the meeting. To leave the floor to somebody is the kind way to invite that person to continue with chairing the meeting or making a presentation or a speech. Now we move to the writing part where you will practice how to write an invitation letter or email. In the reading part, you read Anna's letter to her friends. You already learned some useful vocabulary regarding invitations and organizing and running meetings. Now it is your turn. The points on the slide will guide you through the process. When you write your letter, be clear about the goal of the meeting, when and where it will be, and who will participate in it. This will help the other person understand what to expect from the meeting and how to prepare for it. We wish you good luck. In the last part of the lesson, we'd like to share with you some helpful tips on entrepreneurship relevant skills regarding running effective meetings. You can see 7 steps proposed by the Forbes Leadership Forum. They are: first, make the objective of the meeting clear to all participants. Second, carefully decide who will participate in the meeting. Be sure the right people are invited. Third, have a clear agenda and stick to it. Fourth, give the floor to everybody to speak. Fifth, start and end the meeting on time. Sixth, don't allow the smartphones or computers to distract the participants. Seventh, make sure all participants have the same understanding about the decisions taken during the meeting. To do this, send them a short memo after the meeting. At the bottom of the slide, you can find the internet link if you like to see the full article. So, we came to the end of this lesson. Now, you know the key vocabulary related to organizing and running meetings. You also know how to use the past simple tense and when, if clauses. You have practiced writing a letter of invitation for a meeting. You have also improved your knowledge about how to organize and run effective meetings. We wish you good luck and are looking forward to seeing you at the next lesson.